Will Ferrell slapped me in my face and called me surprised. Ooh. Ooh. Jimmy be fucking lying?
Yeah, he do.
Oh, Jimmy be lying.
Yeah.
Jimothy. Farrell, we got so much to talk about today on the locker room. Welcome all. Welcome all. We are so glad to see you. And we have so many things to talk to you about today, especially all the trades that's happening in the NBA right now. If you have not been, I don't know, paying attention under a rock, there's been a few moves today we're going to be talking about. But before we start anything, we're going to talk about the one that just happened not more than an hour ago. Farrell, wow. Wow. The trade goes down. The trade goes down after it came out that Kevin Durant was no longer interested in being a part of the Miami Heat organization ever again after his last stint in Golden State. I'm sorry, he had no intention to be a part of the Warriors organization after his last stint in Golden State. The Warriors had to pivot right back to the man that said he was no longer looking, that he was not going to be signing, an extension with the Warriors if they decided to trade for him. Will Ferrell? The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That was a lie.
Have you seen it? Did you see it? Did you see it, people? Did you see it? Jimmy is gone. He has been moved over to the Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Schroder, and Kyle Anderson. This is right after Schroder went on the news doc and said that the trade deadline feels like modern day slavery. Even though we are able to take care of ourselves and feed our families, the fact that they get to tell us when and where to go just feels like slavery, says Schroder. Bro, Schroder, they moving you like a slave again. Sent you right over to Miami, where Miami sent him to Utah.
Damn.
Well, Farrell, we're gonna start the Miami side of things. Sweet Miami Heat relief. They were able to move on for him and get Kyle Anderson, who's going to stay there with them. They decided they're going to stick with him, even though they were trying to move him originally, but to Toronto. But that trade did fall through. So they are maintaining Kyle Anderson. They also received PJ Tucker from Utah, by moving Schroder, and they get Andrew Wiggins. They get Andrew Wiggins, who was an NBA champion, averaging 17 points a game this season, so 17.6 points this season. Looking really good, playing about 45 games as well, so he's very healthy. Farrell, with Miami finally being able to get over the drama and move along from the Jimmy Butler era, how do you think this team fares in the East, and what do you think about this trade in its own right?
Good for Jimmy, because he got away from, I don't want to say from he got away from Miami because Pat Riley. But I think that puts Miami where everybody think they're gonna be this year. Probably a lottery pick. I mean, Andrew Wiggins does help. It's not like he hasn't been balling out, but this doesn't move the needle as far as where your talent was or where or the trajectory of your team was. So I don't see it helping Miami that much at all. Just like Kyle Anderson's head.
Okay, now you being petty. which I love, Pharaoh. I love the pettiness. I love the pettiness, man. I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not. I'm more excited for the other team in this deal. The way it's panning out because they were finally able to get that start. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But as far as Miami is concerned, this is horrible. I don't think you could have got a worse deal. Andrew Wiggins is a very good player in that Warrior system. I think he's a pretty good scorer in general. But he is not a number one scoring option. He is not your star. No. If they are looking to move Tyler Hero into that star role, well, you done gawked off the right tree, didn't you? Because now you're looking at a team that has Bam Adebayo, Highsmith, Ware that was picked up. He's a rookie. Plays pretty good, very big body. Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, who they still have that exorbitant contract. It's insane. Ame Jaquez, Jovic, Kyle Anderson. I think they're going to try to move him in the offseason if possible, if they're able to get somebody. And you got Burks and Kevin Love. Miami, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I think the dumbest thing you guys did was put all the information about Jimmy Butler into the universe so everybody can know what was going on. Now you're in a situation where he meant nothing, and he like you couldn't get anything back from this. In a trade with Jimmy Butler, Dennis Schroder was in that trade, and 1 first-round pick. Dennis Schroder
Kyle Anderson. I feel about Kyle Anderson what you feel about Dennis Schroder. The only thing worth anything with Kyle Anderson is that 5'8". That's it. He can play defense by blinding people, but that's it.
You know you trifling.
As soon as you step on the floor, solar flare.
Insane. That's childish. That's childish.
That dude go ahead brighter than bust teeth.
And shout out to Bust, man. I mean, hey, this is what they wanted to do. I'm not mad about it. They get a chance they get younger, I guess, with Andrew Wiggins, but I don't see what he can really do to be able to benefit that team at all. And they got a protected first round pick, so it's not even like it can go back to Golden State if it turns out to be good, which it probably will because Miami's gonna suck. It's top 10 protected. Man. The Warriors also is sending out Lindy Waiters, and the Heat is sending out Josh Richardson to Detroit. So you know, Schroder is obviously going to Utah. The Jazz is sending PJ Tucker to the Heat. Anderson will remain with the Heat for at least the time being after Toronto Raptors part of the trade fell through. The Phoenix Suns were reportedly Butler's top choice. He also had Golden State on his list of preferred destinations. Golden State reportedly turned his focus to Butler after Kevin Durant expressed no desire to return to the Bay Area.
Are we surprised?
No, I mean, for a while, it looked like the Warriors were always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. But we're not going to talk about that yet. We're going to save a little bit of time, so I want to make sure that we give them their right conversation. So, Pharaoh, now Miami's past this, and they're projected on the fast route to mediocrity, right?
Exactly.
That's just pretty much how I'm seeing it. Where would you rank their part of this trade? Is there any upside
with Miami?
Yeah, with Miami's part.
No, I mean the only thing they have to look forward to, honestly, is that draft pick. And like you said, they can lose that easily. They got nothing. When you look at what Jimmy brought to that team offensively and defensively, and what they got in trade, they honestly got nothing. They got a bag of chips. And this is no disrespect to Andrew Wiggins. He's a good defender, but he's not a primary scorer.
He was a pretty good scorer when he was in when he was in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, shout out to that. I mean, he wasn't bad at all in Minnesota. He wasn't a needle mover by any means, but which is the reason why when he went to the Cavaliers, they traded him off to Minnesota, the Cavaliers, to get, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Love.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wouldn't be that needle mover. I don't know if I like this. I don't think I like it at all. They haven't updated the rosters on ESPN yet, like they did because they were real excited to do it when Luka got traded. It was updated immediately.
Because of the star punch.
Absolutely.
That's why they did it so quickly. But, everybody wanted to see. They wanted to viscerally see, like, how is it gonna look. So I would move quickly on that too.
So as far as Wiggins in his contract right now is a $26 million contract. Barrow. Also, he has a $26 million contract, which is pretty much what it's looking like for right now. Pretty cool. Trying to see what his remaining contract is. Oh no. Why don't they have that on here?
Let me see.
He got traded live. In the game. He's in the game right now.
He had just got done with warm-ups. He went back and dapped everybody up and everything and whatnot. And Steve Kerr had him close the door and kicked the media out, and that's when they told him. Like minutes before tip-off.
That's painful.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you can't play tonight, brother. Oh, what you mean I can't play tonight? You can't play tonight.
Because you don't play with us no more.
You ain't with us no more, big dog.
I
mean, yo, Pharaoh, man, he's 29 years old, man. He's not a spring chicken anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? He's 29 years old. He is an NBA champion. He does have pretty good shooting splits. But I mean, this is the reality of what they come to have at this point in time with Miami. He's 6'7". Really good wingspan. He was a number 1 draft pick.
Yes, he was.
It was crazy. Cleveland was just throwing away draft picks at that point in time. But I'm glad that they got rid of Schroder. I thought that he was honestly not he wasn't a good piece when it comes to the Warriors anyway. But now he's in Miami, right next to Terry Rozier, who's going through that legal situation with the betting. So it's probably a good person to have there in that stay, because Schroder is still a pretty good scorer in his own rights. Very good around the rim. A really good pick and roll point guard as well. I mean, Schroder's sufficeable. He's not bad, and he's a pretty good defender as well. He's very Aggie as a defender. He's very fast. He's a professional. He almost led that Germany team to a win against the USA team in the Olympics. So I mean, he's a pretty good player. It's not like he's horrible. I just don't like Schroder because the dumb decisions he makes and the things that he say.
Yeah,
that's just my personal problem with him. Just me. That's just me, Fair. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that too. That's the issues I have with him, because his mouth cost him like what, $60 or $70 million.
80. It was $88 million. $88 million contract. Yeah, pretty substantial contract that he talked himself out of.
Yo, I wouldn't care. $10 million, man. That's not average money. Just be quiet.
Yeah, man. Well, bro, let's break down the whole the whole trade here. Trade analysis going with point A, point B. You got Jimmy Butler coming in this year, averaging 17 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, 4.8 assists, with 54-36 shooting splits from the field. Andrew Wiggins is averaging 17.6, 4.6 rebounds, 2.4 assists with 44.4, 37.9 shooting splits. This is your point A, point B breakdown. I mean, Farrell, I'm not gonna lie. When you look at it like that, it doesn't seem too bad at all. I mean, you're pretty much trading one for the other, except one's a little bit younger. But I feel like they're both dogs, man. But Jimmy's a different kind of dog, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Jimmy's a different kind of dog. So,
because I would also like people to understand, like Wiggins was pivotal in that last playoff run to get a ring. He was pivotal. He wasn't just there. He was pivotal.
Absolutely.
I'm talking about big rebounds, great defensive stops, timely shots. He was pivotal. That dude is a dog. But Jimmy a dog. Jimmy like two dogs. Like,
but no leash chasing you through the hood.
Yeah,
you jumping on cars.
Yeah, like Andrew's a bulldog. Jimmy's a mastiff. You don't want to mess with either one of them, but you definitely don't mess with a mastiff. I
mean, with that being the case, let's talk about that bulldog off the leash, man. Let's talk about Jimmy Butler, who was going over to Miami. Here, this is the one I'm excited about, man. A Warriors resolve. The Warriors were finally able to get the deal done and get their star. Jimmy Butler is that star. The man who took down the Milwaukee Bucks. The man who took the Heat to 2 NBA championships and averaged almost a triple-double in one of those NBA championship appearances in 2020 in the bubble. Farrell, the Warriors were finally able to ink this guy who also signed a 2-year extension with Miami with the Warriors after he said, Farrell, that he would not do so. This is a 2-year, $121 million contract extension that has him signed through 26-27 season. Farrell, what does this give the Warriors now?
You have somebody else that can create their own shot. You have a point of the spear type of defender. Like, it all starts with him. That type of defender. Like he's gonna take the ball. Like, no matter what happens, I got the ball. One of those type of defenders. You got a playoff performer, someone who has carried a team. We talked about this the other day. If he'd have faced anybody else when he took Miami to the finals the first time, he'd have won the ring by himself. That type of performance. And now you on another team with a point guard that had that type of performance the last time he won a ring. I'm not saying that the Warriors team was bad, but considering what they had before on other teams, Curry was the man, and he acted like the man. So you got two alpha dogs on the team now. Now the only problem I foresee.
Yep, talk about it. That's the one I foresee too. Go ahead and talk about it. That's the one I see.
Is Donkey gonna mess around and find out? And if that does happen, who's gonna go this time? Because Donkey gonna donkey. He gonna have an instance where he gonna feel like, I gotta make sure he understands it's my team. No, bro, it really ain't your team. Right, he a better defender than you right now. You just be quiet. But he gonna say something, and when he say something, he gonna mess around and find out.
Yeah, man, Jimmy a dog.
It won't happen, but I'm almost sure it will.
Jimmy a dog. He's a 35-year-old grown man from Houston, Texas. Also 6'7". He was a 30th. He was a 30th pick in 2011 from Marquette. Don't get slapped. This is a man that has been averaging 20 plus points for Miami for the last 4 years, bro. For the last 4 years.
It's the same dude, like you said, second round pick. Nobody expected too much from him. And this dude has gone on to have
first round
30th. Hall of Fame type playoff performances.
I mean, yeah.
Like type of performances that when they want to show somebody how playoff basketball is.
Hold on, Farrell. Go ahead, Farrell. What were you saying? Prototype. You know, this is a dangerous man, Farrell. This is the guy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was excited for this part because I think it's about time that the Warriors got them a dog. Andrew Wiggins is not a dog, and honestly, Farrell, as much as I love Draymond Green, I don't think he's that much of a dog anymore because he's not a productive dog. Is he gonna still bark? Is he gonna bite sometimes like a feral dog? Yes. He's a feral dog. He's gonna bite you. He moves erratic. He does things you're not expecting him to do. Like that's or you might expect him to do because he's Draymond Green. But as far as him being somebody that's productive on the floor and really can affect the win still, that hasn't been Draymond. That's once in a while, to be honest with you. Jimmy Butler is a dog. He's somebody that can get on the court immediately and make things happen. That's who Jimmy Butler is. If you don't believe that, just look at the stats from the last couple seasons. Jimmy Butler last season was averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, almost 2 steals, and Farrell, he shot 50% from the field and 41% from the 3-point line. That's amazing.
Yes.
And 85% from the free throw line.
Yep.
So 50, 41, 85 shooting splits. 20 points per game. And Miami got rid of him because you don't like him? Because you don't want to pay him? Jimmy is still Jimmy, man. I'm excited. I think Golden State's going to be amazing for Jimmy. I think he's in a situation now around people who've won and who want to win.
Yep.